is Alfonso Nava Hernández. I am studying in the University UTNG. I am from the group GLCH1083. The global warming, what is global warming, an increase over time in the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. And oceans is postulate that the temperature are rising since the end of the 19th century due to human activity, mainly due to the CO2 emissions that increased the greenhouse, etc. In addition, temperatures are predicted to continue to rise in the future. If greenhouse gas emissions continue, the increase in temperature is caused when greenhouse gases accumulate in the atmosphere and trap heat effects. This accelerated increase in temperature affects the cycles that take place on the planet. Even small variations cause major change. For example, the accumulation of carbon dioxide that causes ocean acidification affects biodiversity, growth reproduction, and other phenomena. In fact, reported that less oxygen in the seas could cause less biodiversity. Sea level rise is one of the consequences of climate change. Likewise, the rise in sea level due to thawing and the reduction of icing masses threaten coastal areas. Another notable effect is extreme weather events. The global warming in Guanajuato, on September 2025, 2019, within the framework of the Climate Summit organized by the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Gutierrez, the government of the state of Guanajuato, through the Ministry of Environment and Territorial Planning (SNAOT), endorsed its commitment to accelerate climate action, assuming its regional and global responsibility in the fight against climate change. In this sense, the Secretary of the Environment, Maria Isabel Ortiz Montilla, reported that through the Guanajuato 2040 State Development Plan, it is intended to move towards balance and environmental balance. That Guanajuato has the state strategy for climate change, whose axes are 1. Adaptation and 2. Mitigation. The adaptation axis seeks to reduce the vulnerability of the population to the effects of global warming through a clear identification of the areas at greatest risk of suffering both floods and prolonged periods of drought, implementing affordable eco-technologies to the municipalities located in these areas. The climate change mitigation axis, the state official explained that in Guanajuato, 73% 40% of emissions of gases and greenhouse compounds come from the energy sector, so the main actions are focused on energy sustainability, highlighting promoting the use of clean energy and implementing energy efficiency actions in different sectors of the population to take the change comprehensively. It is necessary to increase the absorption capacity of the CO2 states. Therefore, Guanajuato joined the global in initiative for efficient use of resources and climate action of the Yemen Agency for Cooperative Development and GIC shall be protecting and conserving the protected natural areas, which represents 20% of the state territory. General background state profile from Guanajuato. The general balance of the architectures indicates that of the year 1998 to 2024, the water deficit was increasing gradually until a deficiency of 1126 HM3, which placed them in a state of overexploitation, which is anticipated as a factor of risk to the development of the state in the future. Of the total architects, only that of Caral, the the various in San Felipe and the Sierra Gorda that included the municipalities of Atarjea, Sichu, and Victoria have a state of possibility of receiving greater demands for water. However, an imbalance in water withdrawal can cause damage to the ecosystems of the Sierra Gorda de Guanajuato Biosphere Reserve. For this reason, in 2026, the state government chose the Guanajuato State Water Commission CEAG carried out the State Hydraulic Plan 2026 and 2030 PEHG 2030, which is based of a model dynamic simulation called Submodel, and Guanajuato were used MAUA Guanajuato Bliss tool allowed the definition of future scenarios of the weather situation with interrelation with factors socioeconomic and environmental characteristics of the state. Changing environmental conditions impacted by climate change have accelerated the occurrence of drought events and abnormality in the rain regime, which has modified the premises considered in PEHG 2030, which perspective. To complement this tool, the Institute of Ecology of the State of Guanajuato, AEE, and with the support of the Interministerial Commission on Climate Change of the Guanajuato State, COCLAMA, promoted development of the present study increasing capacities in AUA, Guanajuato, with a variability module climate and generating scenarios by 2030 of the vulnerability to climate change in the state. Starting the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a warning that happens when certain gases in Earth's atmosphere trap heat. These gases let in light but keep heat from escaping. Like the glass wall of a greenhouse, hence the name. Sunlight shines onto the Earth's surface, where the energy is absorbed and then radiates back into the atmosphere as heat. In the atmosphere, greenhouse gas molecules trap some of the heat and the rest escapes into space. The more greenhouse gas concentrate in the atmosphere, the more less heat gets locked up in the molecules. Scientists have known about the greenhouse effect since 2024 when Joseph Fowler calculated that the Earth could be much colder if it had no atmosphere. This natural greenhouse effect is what keeps the Earth's climate livable. Without it, the Earth's surface would be an average of about 17 degrees Fahrenheit, 33 degrees Celsius cooler. In 1895, the Swedish chemist Svan Arrhenius discovered that humans could enhance the greenhouse effect by making carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas decades of 10 years of climate research that has gained us a sophisticated understanding of global warming. Levels of greenhouse gas have gone up and down over the Earth's history, but been fairly constant for the past few thousand years. Global average temperatures has also stayed very constant over that time until the past 15 years, through the burning of fossil fuels and other activities that have emitted large amounts of greenhouse gases. Particularly over the past few decades, humans are now enhancing the greenhouse effect and warming Earth, and is significantly and in ways that promise many effects since its war. Humans are facing the problem from climate change today, and the one who are causing these conflicts are from humans. It is impossible to stop the global warming, but people still can reduce and slow down this problem. If there is no interaction to this problem, Wilson be killed from the change in climate and natural disasters. Humans were the one who changed the world, and now it is time for the human to change themselves.